Welcome to our continuing series on questions and answers from the works of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. Today's subject is Detachment Part 2 from Sri Aurobindo. It seems as if this condition were trying to come in you, but it is still imperfect. For instance, in this condition, there should be no disgust or impatience or anger when people talk. Only indifference and an inner peace and silence. Also, there should be not a mere neutral quiet and indifference, but a positive sense of calm, detachment, and peace. Again, there should be no going out of the body so that you do not know what is happening or what you are doing. There may be a sense of not being the body but something else. That is good. But there should be a perfect awareness of all that is going on in and around you. If, however, you practice living in the impersonal self and can achieve a certain spiritual impersonality, then you grow in equality, purity, peace, detachment. You get the power of living in an inner freedom not touched by the surface movement or struggle of the mental, vital, and physical nature. And this becomes a great help when you have to go beyond the impersonal and to change the troubled nature also into something divine. Detachment is the beginning of mastery, but for complete mastery, there should be no reactions at all. When there is something within undisturbed by the reactions, that means the inner being is free and master of itself, but it is not yet master of the whole nature. When it is master, it allows no wrong reactions. If any come, they are at once repelled and shaken off, and finally none come at all. It is better not to go in this way unless one has the protection of someone physically present who has knowledge and power on the vital world. As there is no one there who can do this for you, you should draw back from this movement, aspire for perfect surrender, calm, peace, light, consciousness, and strength in the mind and the heart. When the mental being and the psychic being are thus open, luminous, and surrendered, then the vital can open and receive the same illumination. Till then, premature adventures on the vital plane are not advisable. If the movement cannot be stopped, then observing the following instructions. Never allow any fear to enter into you. Face all you meet and see in this world with detachment and courage. Ask for our protection before you sleep or meditate. Use our names when you are attacked or tempted. Do not indulge in this world in any kind of sympathy for the old man in the temple or accept such suggestions, for example, that he was your spiritual preceptor, which was obviously false since you could have no other spiritual preceptor than us. It was because of this sympathy and the accepted suggestion that he was able to go inside you and create the pain you felt. Do not allow any foreign personality to enter into you, only the light, power, etc. from above. From the Mother. But is there any need to tell you that the delight spoken of here is not such as the ordinary human consciousness understands it? In fact, this original delight is beyond the states that are generally considered as the highest from the yogic point of view, as for our example, the state of perfect serenity, perfect equality, absolute detachment, identity with the infinite and the eternal divine, which lifts you necessarily above all contingencies. Parallel to this state, one can reach another which is that of perfect, integral, universal love, which is the very essence of compassion and the most perfect expression of the grace which wipes away the consequences of all error and all ignorance. These two states have always been considered as the summit of consciousness. They are what one may call the frontier, the extreme limit of what individual consciousness may attain when it is united with the divine. But the delight without detachment would be a dangerous gift which might be falsified very easily. To seek delight before realizing detachment seems not to be a very wise thing. You must first rise above all the possible contraries, above indeed pain and pleasure, suffering and happiness, enthusiasm and depression. If you are above all that, then you can aspire safely for the delight. But so long as this detachment is not realized, you can easily confuse delight with an excited state of ordinary human happiness, and it would not be the true thing, not even a counterfeit of the same, because the nature of these two experiences is so different, almost opposite, that you cannot pass from one to the other. Therefore, unless you have reached the state of wisdom and detachment to which the Chinese sage of the story has attained, it would be preferable not to be spontaneous in your daily actions, for you would run the risk of being a plaything of your impulses and all disorderly influences.